Good morning. Welcome back to the Jen Hornick and Bob Palestri weekly real estate market update. We're here on Long Beach Island today. As we said, we were going to dig in a little bit to the livable knockdown scenario. So we are here with Tom. He is one of our clients here on Long Beach Island. We have a little bit of a different scenario with him, but we're going to be doing a live analysis of his current property to help him decide what the future will be for his LBI home. So Bob, Tom, you guys want to get into
Great.
it?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Sure.
Tom. This is, as Jen said, this is quite a hybrid from the livable. This is not a livable knockdown. Tom did a lot of work here. This is a very nice house, move-in ready, 4 bedrooms, but only 1,344 square feet. So, Tom, maybe you give us a few things you've done as you've.
Well, can I jump in?
Oh,
How
yeah.
long have you owned the home?
It'll be 5 years.
Okay.
So we bought it. Yeah, we bought it in.
Yeah. Okay.
This is our 5th summer. We bought it in
Yeah.
2018.
Okay.
Nice.
2018. Yeah.
Very nice home.
Yep. Thank you.
Sorry. So go
So-
back.
so now
what?
now I
Yeah.
jump in?
So what? Over
So-
those 5 years, you've done some improvements to the house.
Very few. I
Okay.
mean, actually, the first floor was done when it was renovated when we purchased the home.
Okay.
So for us, when we moved in, we did some storage on the outside. The house lacks storage, and that's one of our dilemmas that we have,
Okay.
right, in one of our decision making. So we actually added, for us, we added central air conditioning, a furnace, tankless water heater, and then some storage to the outside, like a shed and things for the condenser, the air conditioning, chairs and stuff like that.
Okay.
Other than that, it's been mostly cosmetic.
Okay.
Besides.
So, with the home, and I've done comps on this home. We're going to talk about, as long as I don't knock this board down, we're knock, build, or sell, buy. The comps on this house say you could list this house at 1,399, probably sell in the 1,350 and net out 1,250. So it's not the typical livable knockdown. And then if you were to, let's say you bought a home a little bit larger, maybe on pilings, you'd be in the 2.1 area. So the spread there is 850. Just keep that in mind as we go along. Now, if Tom were to take this nice home, knock it down, and build, we're probably in that $300. I know Tom talked to an architect. I just spoke to one of my clients who just did one. He's doing it right now, and he's like at $350 a square, but he's done a lot of extras. So you're going to be $750. So the spread here is not that far apart between the $850 spread on this scenario and to build. Now, you might have to buy at 2.2, so this goes up. You might sell higher. So, it's close enough where I'm saying between selling and building, it's a wash. The important aspect are the value factors as you move forward with your home. Location being very critical. Are you on the ocean side, bay side? How far from the beach? Size of lot. This particular lot is 50 by 75, so at 3750, he can pull it off, he can knock it down and build, but he might have some restrictions on the side yards, on the back, and he might not be able to do everything that you were talking about doing yet. So I think location is always number one, size of lot. The view, is there a view? If you move up a few houses from here, closer to the ocean, you might see the ocean better. Although if Tom builds a new house here, he's going to have great ocean and bay views from the top floor.
Yeah, because you're on the ocean side.
So the view, he'll be fine with the view. The house size.
And probably bay views. You're going to have bay views too.
Yeah.
Which I think would be better than the ocean view.
Nice.
Yeah.
For where I'm located.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
agree.
sun-
For sure.
The sunsets would be fabulous. The house size is also a value factor in the condition. So a new home on this lot would be 2,500 square feet, over 1,000, probably 1,200 square feet larger than he has now.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah.
It's almost double. It would double the size
Yeah.
of the home for the most part. Right, which would give us great space.
Yes, it would double. And then you always need to keep in mind the future investment. Right now, with so low inventory, people are coming down and they're buying the houses on these less than 4,000 square foot lots. They're not even thinking twice about the size of the lot. But if you're talking about looking forward 5-10 years from now, as the market stabilizes and comes back to a reasonable price range, the size of the lot will become a critical factor with buyers. So, I mean, you can play with these numbers, you can go up here, down there. At the end of the day, you're pretty much washing out between the two if you can find a better house. Although, as Tom has said to us, why don't you talk about, you already own, the value on Long Beach Island is the land, and Tom already owns the land.
Right. So I purchased this home in 2018 for $775,000. So for me, I'm in already at 775. If I were to build on, for another 750, I'm in for 1.516 by the time I get done with all my, extras, if you will, outside.
Right.
Whatever I can do.
Right.
You've touched upon some great factors here that I am trying to educate myself on at this point in time, with respect to my location and the lot size and what our wish list is.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we're Oceanside, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we're not Ocean Block, but we're in a great place on the island that we're very fond of. We're fond of our neighbors, realizing that they can change at any time.
Yes.
Right, they're interchangeable daily, but we just like the look and the feel of the neighborhood.
Yes.
And our neighbors, and so for that reason, it makes it hard for us to leave.
Yeah.
Bob helped us find this home at the beginning, so it's I know he did his due diligence when we landed here, and the market was tight then too, if you remember.
Yes,
Yeah.
It was very challenging. So for us, it's now adding on. What do we do? And I sit up at night and I'm trying to educate myself.
Yeah.
And I'm limited as to what I can do here.
Yes.
Right, so that's something that we should talk about, because I can't because of my improvement, and I'm below flood. I'm below flood today.
Mm-hmm.
I can only do so much to the home in today's environment. So it's either my real choices are either slight changes, modifications to pretty up some curb appeal, or knock it down.
Yep.
And that's where I'm at now, and I am trying to educate myself with the help of the
And
two of you.
Tom has also done some great due diligence with an architect. That person can give you better ideas on what you can do here, what the whole issue is with the size. And hey, hi Laura, I just want to remind you, you're doing the same thing, so I might be checking in with you soon. Back to what Tom just said, the day he finishes, he's got probably $500,000 in equity on his finished product. If he builds here, and it costs him $750, $800. So, Jen, anything else?
No, I think that this is probably a topic that many of you that are living here on the island are pondering, because your home is very valuable. Inventory is low, although it's climbing. How many houses this week?
We're like at about 115, so we're going up 3 or 4 houses a day, which is helping the market.
Yeah.
Yes.
But your home is valuable. Are you looking to, upgrade? So hopefully this conversation and these value factors help you in that thought process. And
one other factor. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen.
It's okay. Go ahead.
One other factor. This is a great moving house, but I think Tom, from my understanding, Tom is moving full time to LBI.
Correct.
So that's another reason why he wants to upsize the size of the home. It's no longer just the weekend or summer house; it's a permanent house.
Which is another common theme that we're seeing. With people, is that this is no longer a seasonal location. It's becoming a permanent home for a lot of people. So,
like the decision on the home, the decision of our lives as to whether to live here full time is also under consideration.
Okay.
So, I know my wife is nearby, so that would be, that would be something to say. But it's you want the home to be functional, so that if you do decide to live here, or someone after us, even if we decide to move somewhere else, that it can be a full time home. And we just want to be able to add the certain needs of a full-time home to this location.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Well,
Good.
Tom, we appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
coming
Yes,
on
thank
today.
you very much.
I know I comment quite a bit on your podcast, so now you put me in my place. So, you know, keep the reviews coming, folks. So, for sure.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. We'll be back next week. I'm not sure where we'll be, but it'll be another fun spot. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you know where to find us. Have a
Take
great
care.
day.